How many years has USG been around?
150.
150. Okay, 150. Let's give ourselves a hand. This is a year where we're going to be doing a lot of wonderful things to celebrate the history of this church and looking with excitement to our future. And one thing we know is there are so many stories of the people of the church. Many of them are stories that have been repeated multiple times, and some that have been forgotten. And we're trying to lift up as many of the stories of the people trying to live out the mission of this church. Imperfect people trying to do the best they can as spiritual beings on this planet. So Daniel and I wanted to, with the children staying in the pews, but this is, kind of focused on youth guys, kids and youth. Give a little history, and I'll bet you're going to get a lot of these right. So we're going to go over this together. Let's roll.
All right.
Okay, so 110 years ago, Unitarian Society of Germantown helped to establish what organization, kids? Was it the Philadelphia Zoo? The Philadelphia Museum of Art? The Phillies baseball team?
Yes.
Did we start the Phillies baseball team? Or the Nice Town Boys and Girls Club?
This is tough.
Who knows? Shout it. I know somebody's going to shout it out. Tamir.
The Nice Town Boys and Girls Club. And the reason it is because everyone's going to know the answer because it's all dark.
Very good. And so this is an important place. For 110 years has been providing safe, important programming for children in neighborhoods that don't always have enough good places to learn and grow and share together. The Phillies won the World Series, and their center fielder of that year, Shane Victorino, found out about the Nice Town Boys and Girls Club, and he gave $1 million gift to it because he wanted to have it do its work well into the future. So it still matters in Philly what this place does that we helped to found.
All right, so for question number 2, why did USG move from our first building at Shelton and Green, it's a mile south of here, to 6511 Lincoln Drive in the 1920s? Why did we move? Was it because A, people wanted to be closer to the Nursery Food Co-op? I know I can be closer. Or is it B, that people loved President Lincoln and wanted to live on a drive named after him? Maybe. Or C, the grove in the back was the best place for a pickup baseball game. Maybe. Or was it D, I'm sure it was expensive, but the expansive land provided a spiritual connection to nature and an opportunity to build a bigger building for a growing congregation. Which one is it? It's kind of tough. Let's give someone else a chance. This is really hard. Lily, which one is it?
Growing congregation.
Is that D?
Yeah.
All right, letter D. Imagine that. Thank you, Lily. Great job. So it's really important to think about the future and to not just to be satisfied or content with where you are, but to think about how you might grow and what kind of room you might need to grow. This is a question that we're asking ourselves even today in the 21st century. Next question.
Number 3. From the 1940s to the 1960s, USG probably held an ecumenical pulpit in our worship services. What was the ecumenical pulpit anyway? A time when carpenters from other religions came and built new pulpits in our sanctuary. B, a time when preachers would show up and do the best dance moves to see who had the best groove. See? A time to fight and make fun of others because our religion is, of course, the best.
Yeah.
Or D, a respectful environment to welcome and hear the best ideas and sermons from a wide variety of speakers from various religious traditions. Now, everyone, I just want to say one thing about this one. Which one?
It's the, can I say something?
Yeah.
Everything's very obvious that it's also
You can't give that away. That's supposed to be a secret. Come on, Tamir.
We're doing something a little dangerous in C, which is being sarcastic, because of course we do not make fun of others in their religion. That's part of our religion, that we're respectful. And so a long time ago, when they started doing this and having folks from a wide variety of religious traditions, it was pretty new and different to really welcome different perspectives in this congregation. And I think it sort of sets the tone of how we need to be, including personally with each other. Set a space that is care and respect so we can listen to each other, even when we know we don't agree necessarily.
So question number 4. The Memorial Garden in the Grove serves what purpose? Is it A, to help drivers remember where they park their cars? Perhaps it's B, a place for parents to remember they should not go home without their kids. You see the Memorial Garden, you're like, oh, sunny. Or perhaps C, a place where we honor and remember loved ones who have died. Which one is it? Maybe someone down here? Can anyone guess? Which answer? What?
C.
All right, a place where we honor and remember loved ones who have died. Thank you very much, Marshall. So it is super important for all of us, not just adults, but for kids, to remember the people who have made an impact on our lives and to keep them close to our hearts and close to us in space and time. And that's what we do with the Memorial Garden. We remember all of those people who have played an important part in the life of this congregation.
Special thanks to Tom Schoonmaker, who's been the pioneer leader in that Memorial Garden. Why did USG members vote to affirm same-sex unions to take place in our sanctuary in 1983? Now, I just want to say, same-sex unions is a word that we're going to be using a lot less now because there's very equality in the United States. But the same-sex union is something religiously like a marriage, and that two people who love each other, whether it be man-man, woman-woman, or any two adults, they make a sacred commitment to support each other no matter what. So that's the question. Why did they do it? Why did they vote to do this in 1983? Was it A, they were bored and had nothing else to do? B, it was that or have more bingo nights? Or C, it was important for our church community to create a respectful spiritual church community where man-man or women-women couples can make commitments of love and support to each other. That's the answer, everyone. I know you know. A lot of churches have not been creating that sacred space, and that's you know, every church has a right to do that. But the government doesn't have a right to deny civil rights. And so we're proud not only that our church has been doing this for a long time, but now it's legal and people don't have separate and unequal lives in America. And we're doing same-sex marriages in our sanctuary now. And it's a joy and a blessing.
And now for the last question, or the lightning round. Which famous civil rights leader spoke at USG in 1960? Was it A, Andrew Young, B, Dennis Brunn? Or C, Martin Luther King Jr.? Which one? Which one was it? Shout it out. C. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King spoke here in 1960 as part of the ecumenical pulpit that we are very proud of. Thank you.